Hi everyone, it's Tamara, Director of Aussie Rising Tide, and we're going to talk today really quickly about making deluxe samples, wax samples. We're not talking about samples that you're going to post out to anyone, we're talking about big fat samples that you're going to pop into goodie bags or to customer delivery bags. So first things first, get all ready. I do my samples on the stove top, so turning it on, a little bit of water in my pan, a metal bowl, Panadol or something sort of similar, a syringe without a flange inside, and some hot water nearby. Make sure that your syringe flows nicely. All right, I like using some of our Scentsy wax molds because they're pretty deep, so you can fill those up even 3/4 and they're going to make deluxe samples. You can also, if you're very, very tricky, do a double sample, so you might do like half of one bar flavor fragrance and half of another to make a cool mix. So importantly, get your bar ready. That heats up pretty quickly. Bar goes in. The other one I can always utilize are these nice fat little ones from, I think these are from our Kmart here in Australia, so I don't know, maybe a Walmart in the US, but these are nice and small but still make really cute little shapes. So they're great to use as well. Also important to have your little sample bags ready and your labels. Labels are really important. That's upside down. And I don't edit them, but I get this one off of one of the sample pages called Layer on the Samples or something. And I just stamp it on the back with my details so that when it's folded over the bag like this, it looks really fancy. So your sample's going to go in and get stapled on. Okay, looks really professional. And remember, it has to say what the product is, and also it's fragrance descriptions on the front, but it's got a little what am I, and then the ingredients. Really important if you're handing out samples that people know what's in them. So as the wax starts to melt, it doesn't take too long. I just make sure that I'm really ready. I will just use this little one for today. Give that a little stir. You can see it melts up pretty quick. The reason why I like to use this is because I can control the temperature quite easily on the gas knob rather than a microwave, which we know can spit because it doesn't heat at an even temperature. So this is nice and easy. I can keep an eye on it. Remember, our wax melts at about, I think it's about 52 degrees Celsius. So it's not particularly hot, but once you remove it, it will start to dry and harden really quickly because it doesn't get so hot that it's dangerous. Let's turn it down a little bit now because I can feel that heat coming up. So let's give that a second. Basically, when you're popping your samples in, try to keep the size consistent and already know on your syringe how far up you need to go to make nice equal samples, so you know how many are going to come in from each bar. I would estimate if I'm doing thin samples that I could get nearly 2 full big trays filled. But if I'm doing some deluxe ones, I'm literally going to have half, so maybe 20 or 30 really good good samples. So here we go. Drawing it up, looks nice. That's probably about 2.5, 3 mils. Popping it in here. I want it to be nice and fat. It's hard to see on the red. And if I was to do, and you can see it automatically starts to cool down really quickly, which means it's nice and safe and will be able to be popped out really fast. If I do the little star, the same amount gets us to nearly 3/4. So that's a decent amount in there. That's deluxe samples, guys. That's it.